What's going on, guys? Welcome to those that may be joining us here shortly. Still waiting on some people to jump in and getting all my settings up, as always. This will be different in the near future. Alright. And let's see here. What's going on, guys? Welcome. Sorry I didn't get to stream last night. Just kind of had some stuff going on that made for a long day. So I am back in the saddle today. Finally got Chellington built back up, at least back to where it was, and a little bit less than what it was. So it's what I'm kind of doing today, trying to get it finished all the way back up. And then I may actually stop stream a little short. Kind of get a few things done on this, and then we may switch over to Lostburg. So we may actually knock two birds with one stone tonight. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get my description and all that stuff done so people know what they're watching. Then I'll catch up on your comments. Alright, there's that and that and that. Save that. Gotta make sure we tell them what game. Last stream, Chellington. Yeah, you guys will want to stick around for a little bit. I've figured out we're going to have a little friend come right after Christmas. Get me a little mod map together. We're going to set some things up and have our own little a little logging lumberjack contest. I'll have to tell you about it here once we get in here and get going. Alright, let's see. Turn this off so you'll be back on broadcast. And there we are. So I am live. Yada yada yada. Alright. What is going on, guys? Alright, let me catch up on chat here. Let's see. Yeah, hi, do a shout out. Hey, Mr. Smile, there's your shout out. What's going on, James? Sup? Wolf Gaming? Yes, we are live now. Yeah, I had the broadcast alert off. So, what is going SVG? Why do I like Voucher so much? I don't know, man. I think honestly it's because I can actually change the colors on it. That's probably why. Yes, JCB's awesome. I wish we just had more of them. Yes, the Fent 900 can also change seat direction, which the 900 is the big one. Yeah, it does look horrible. And did I get tired of logging on Lostberg? No, I did not. I just wanted to kind of get Chellington back up to speed. Let me speed up here so I can do this in the daytime. So I actually changed from Chellington previous, the previous one, version 1. Obviously with version 2 they added a ton of updates. A lot of graphic things, a lot of things inside the roadways, a lot of stuff around the barn itself. So I had to start a new game. It kind of sucked. You could actually load in version 1, but I decided to go ahead and just start a new one. So I kind of money modded myself in some cash just to get back to where I was and get the same at least equipment. But I lost all my bales that I'd made. I'd made close to 150 or 60. I lost all my wool pallets, so I probably lost another 150 so thousand on that. So that one was quite a sting. So hopefully we kind of get squared away, because I actually really like this map. It's a solid map, solid after the update as well. So hopefully, I think he said this is going to be the last one, as long as there wasn't anything too ridiculously major. They did add in the forest, which is okay. It's small, but it's treat it like a field. It's going to be good. Plus you can plant all your own trees and do your own wood chipping and all that good stuff. So I was going to do a proper little video on this one, but there wasn't a huge amount of stuff that was to be done. So I'm actually going to try to hopefully see if this thing will catch up. Is follow me on console now? No, I do not believe so, and I doubt that it ever will be. One thing to keep in mind is that the only way that that stuff is going to happen, especially if it's scripted or if it's a program within a program, is if Giants adds it in. That's really the only way it's going to happen. Did they fix a lot of the glitches when the update first came out? Yeah, I assume you're talking about after we do this grass cut here, I'm going to have to drive back and forth. So both the bridges have been fixed. And if you're looking between 9 and 10 and then 11 and the shop, there's that forestry area. So those glitches on around all those bridges have all been redone and fixed. And it actually is really nice. It's nice and smooth. This whole entire road right here in between has gotten a remake, so you can actually kind of see as we're driving through here, it's got a nice little kind of soft shoulder, dirt texture, and it's actually really nice. Now the bumpy road in the middle is still there, so if that was your big huge thing, like I enjoyed that, proper little backdoor road into your field, that one's all still good. But yeah, I think a lot of the glitches, and I think a lot of the extra glitches around the outside, the collision zones and stuff, I think have all been fixed as well. So I think it's a solid update. The farm's really gotten a big update. It's a lot cleaner. It's a lot more optimized. So I definitely can't complain with that. There's a lot less clutter and a lot less random grass clumps all over the place. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's see. So I was going to do something. I don't see a lot of people do this. You can do it with harvesters. I've actually already. Let's see. Yes, I have cut this already once. Well, they actually. Let's see, Mr. Smile. They actually do have the money cheat back in. It's actually in a mod. It's basically a placeable, and it generates. I think on normal it generates $10,000 an hour, and on easy it generates $100,000 an hour. I think that's how it works. And you can place any multitude of those inside. So that would give you an option to, if you needed to. That's the only reason I went back and did version 2. Was because I could actually get some money into the account. And you can see I've got 58,000, which is a little less than I had, minus all the material. And I've got the full loan out. So I am tapped and starting pretty much where I was before. I just traded in the the Massey for the Fent, just because green and yellows kind of become FTG colors. So let me slow time down here because I don't need it that fast. Reset the vehicle there currently on the tractor. Has like a clipping issue and launches itself. Oh, yeah. And you drive out, it's fun. Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah. I know you can still actually go through the map there at the bridge at the train, which is I guess that's right there north, right in between Field 19 there. He still goes out there too as well, which it's kind of sucks, but I mean, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, it's free. All in all, I'd say 95% of everything on this thing is good. It's been fixed. He's done some good work to it, and he said he was moving on to other projects. So I think one can only assume that that is going to be possibly converting other maps out for 17. Because I think he's got most of all their stuff is still in 15 format. So I think they've got to get a lot of those other ones out for 17 and convert them over. And hopefully that conversion means that they're going to port them over for us. Hopefully. Yeah, James, we won't ever see John Deere, man. Unfortunately, you'll have to go to PC to see John Deere. I'd love it if they did. I would love more JCB. I don't have JCB on this particular map, just because I don't have the money for it yet. So I was going to do a video on this, kind of separating doing 2 workers and then keeping both of those workers. Pretty much what I did was I come down here and I plowed 3 big old separate. They need 3 big old separate fields to properly hire workers. I'm on 18, by the way. This is one that you do get when you come into the game. So what I've done is laid out just an area right here that will work. Pretty much what you need to do is keep the guy that's on the inside needs to be your worker, and the guy on the outside basically just needs to follow him. So once I make this turn, well, if he makes this turn, there he goes. A little bad dip right there. Might have to shorten that field up a little bit so he makes it. So effect, whenever I get this guy up here, I'm going to switch him, and then I'll be in the tractor that's leading right there, and that way. Yeah, so I'll jump in this one, and that way the guy on the inside takes the lead, and I'll just follow him on the turn. So it's a way to really get like a lot of grass cut really, really, really quick. I don't mind cutting grass, but the only way to get a worker down here is if you come in and plow these whole areas up, and a worker can really take care of these areas really fast. But it's kind of hard if you're going to do silage. It's hard not to pass up all this free grass down here. All you need to do is plow it up and plant you some new. But you can do all your grass bales and silage bales. You can just do each patch a separate thing. You know, this one might be square. You might get, you know, you might wrap some bales on the next pass. So, pretty cool. Yeah, I think there's always been a need. For those watching later, let's see, what should, make a better hire worker mods when the workers can do more than what they currently do. Yeah, I mean, I wish you could send the workers out on a you know, a transport. So I wish you could tell them to go to a particular store and they would use the road network to do that. Or just a simple follow me, just a simple script that Giants could add in later that would just basically say, just follow me. Don't even have to be anything complicated, just something simple. Especially if you're trying to, you know, offload a many of trailers. If you're trying to go, you know, put them in something, that would be nice and handy to do that. But I don't know. It still seems to, you know, I guess it still stands to see whatever they're going to put in the DLC. I wish I knew. John Deere would be nice. It's not going to happen because evidently John Deere's cost of doing business is too high. If it was, I can assure you that Giants would have John Deere in, because for the Americas, that is the most wanted mod that ever was. And for whatever reason, it's just, I think the copyrights and the licensing and the colors and all the stuff that goes with John Deere, I think they just want too much money to be able to use their content in the game. So, yeah, I know it sucks, man. Trust me, I'll be right there with you, man. I would love to have some John Deeres up in here, but just at least for right now, it's just not gonna happen. I would love to have a few more John Deeres. I'm not John Deeres, JCBs, actual tractors. I know they've got some really cool excavators that would be nice to be able to use those in the logging realm. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. I still have hope that the DLC is going to be decent. We'll just kind of have to see. Yeah, Wolfgang, I think that, and I think even the GPS mod, or I think something that's very similar to that. I mean, they could do a simplified version where it would record that path. I think the question just becomes is how you get the tractor to that path, and how the how it's actually drawn in there. So, like I said, it's not impossible. None of those mods, none of that stuff is impossible. It's just that Giants has to add them in themselves. It can't be a modder that actually adds it in. So I really just want to see what their first DLC is going to be. I mean, it's a chance for a good expansion, or it's just going to be kind of a, I don't know, a cheap tractor edition. I'd hope not, because the mods have actually been pretty good here lately, so I can only hope that it's not going to be just necessarily a tractor pack. I don't know, Mr. Smile. For those for those watching later, it's FS17 on PS3. I don't know. I know 15 obviously was, but I'm not sure. Someone might can check that or Google that and see what they come up with. Okay, no it's not, so Wolf Legion answered that for us. I didn't think it was. I know there was just a lot of things that PS3 just could not handle. It could handle 17, but there was still limitations like tire tracks and, what you would think are simple things. PS3 just couldn't keep up with it. I think the slot limit was a lot lower on that as well. The amount of bales that were able to be created was a lot lower. I think they had a lot more stuttering issues with it, so... Well, now that one's the one they've already got. They've got that one out because I have all of that. That was Cow Edition, and all that was all pre-order. So what they did was just put it out as a DLC so that you could buy it. So I guess that way, if me and you wanted to play, we could actually still have the same content. They just couldn't put it out as a pre-order and then nobody buy it. So. So I guess you still had the option to buy it. You just didn't get it free with the pre-order. Because I think the T7 Heavy Edition, that was the same exact kind of deal. So you can't get that later. You could get that later on. So they at least still made it available for everybody. It has sucked pretty bad. Did I pre-order? Yes, I did. Since I made up my mind I was going to do this YouTube thing, that I decided I was going to get all the pre-order stuff. Then I was going to at least I went ahead and bought the season pass. I'm kind of somewhat regretting that. I think the main thing is I'd just like to know what is I'd just like to know what we're going to get. That would be the biggest thing. Let's see now, James. Let's see, the Cow or the Challenger. Now you're in the UK, right? Aren't you overseas? Okay, you got the T7. Yes. Okay. I know the T7 was one that they were not going to release in the UK, but it eventually finally got on there. That's interesting. You don't have the other two, and you've like completely triple checked the PlayStation store with the UK store. Still get the pre-order DC. You can buy. You still get the pre-order DC. Oh, okay, huh? because there wasn't anything, and I hope it's a bad word type, but they said on the whatchamacallit, the oh shoot, the description for season pass says you get a discount in the tractors. Don't even say you get the stuff for free. So I'm kind of worried about that. If that's the case, then they're gonna have some ticked off people. But you didn't get it for free, okay? I'll have to ask one of the moderators for Full Tilt is he's in the UK as well. I believe he's over in the Powies. I believe that's how you say it, P-O-W-I-S. I think he's over in that area, but I need to ask him what his pre-order was, because he did the pre-order and the season pass and all that, but he's stuck on the Vision right now. So nice, Smile, New Zealand. You're the first from New Zealand. That's awesome, man. Welcome to welcome to the stream. Alright, so if anybody else decides that you're going to do this little area right here, I'm gonna have to fix something. There's an artifact in the field right here. Now it's like a roadway, and you should see, yeah, you'll see that guy back up. Whatever it is, it's just in that very bottom corner. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. So if you wind up doing this, don't go all the way down to the end if you plow. But yeah, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. It's like a little piece of a road that sticks out, and every time I get near it, it stops the worker. What's going on, Ashley? And claps for Australia. Yeah, it's 2 in one stream. That's yeah, that's impressive. We've had Colombian. We've had a couple of them in. Of course, all over the United States. The one person I would love to see is a Canadian. I have yet to see a Canadian in the stream, which is so odd because I have like 10 on my friends list. What is going on, Clayton? Good to see you, bro. Hope things are good, man. Sorry I didn't get to do any streaming last night. It was just a long day. It's one of those, I'm just ready to go to bed. I was kind of farmed out yesterday because I've been trying to build Chellington back up. So, but I'm finally getting there. Yes, okay, so I guess we got a few watching, so here's what I want to do. Bandit, my cohort when it comes to a lot of this, y'all guys have probably heard him in the stream. He's in Texas right now, so he's going to be coming back in a week from like a couple days ago. So what we're going to do is once we come into the day after Christmas, so the 26th, which will be the next Sunday or Monday, we are going to start doing multiplayer, and then featuring guys from inside the stream. You know, those guys and ladies that are active, that are, you know, helping out and that kind of stuff. I mean, there's no special criteria except just being active. That's the only thing. So we're going to have some other areas and stuff to do that. So that's going to start then. And I told you guys in the last stream, if you are interested, you can go to the About page on Full Tilt Gaming, or you can get in through the community and send me a message or private message me on PSN. And let me know that you're interested in doing that, because I figure not everybody would maybe want to do that or feels comfortable doing that, and that's okay. But if you are and you want to do that, then just let us know. So, what's going on, Chuck? Hope you guys are well. I actually kind of missed streaming last night, so I've done it for about 9 or 10 days straight now. So this was I needed a little bit of a break yesterday, but I'm kind of glad to be back on. Cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been good so far. I know everybody that some of these regulars probably hear me talk about this a lot, but it's been really good. The amount of support just right off the bat this has got. I've really appreciated it. It's fun. I love to do it, and obviously the content is somewhat there for everybody else to enjoy it. So I mean, they seem to. So I'll take that I'll take that any day. Yeah, man, I was just telling everybody, come the 26th of December, we're going to start doing that. So I just wanted to compile a list of names of people. You can even say in chat if you're on PS4 and you are interested in doing some live streaming and being on. Because what we're going to do is actually do all of our multiplayer stuff, do it live stream, whether that's Lossburg, Chellington. I doubt very seriously we go back to Goldcrest, but in the chance that we do, and I'm actually looking for a piece of equipment. Hang on just a second, let me find out what I did with it. Yeah, where is this? Oh, dadgummit. All right. So yeah, we're actually going to do that, and we're also going to start. We'll have to see how we can do this, but we'll maybe feature some, I guess you'd call them top tier members, guys that are always in stream, guys that are always chatting, guys that are always helping in community and offering help, and just being visible, just being one of those good guys that's doing it, featuring their farms and featuring what they're doing as well, and kind of doing a live stream live from XYZ somebody's farm. So well, it's okay if you don't have the DLCs. We're not going to punish people if you don't purchase all that stuff, because we can just join your farm, and if it means you not having some of those challengers, honestly, James, I have yet to buy a challenger in a farm. I have yet to buy a T7, the T9. I do have one in my mod map for logging. I do have a T9 that's pulling trailers, but that stuff can be easily removed if it means playing with people. We're not going to punish you for that. So I'll go ahead and get my pen and paper here. I wish Paul was on. He'd like that comment. And I will. I'll write some names down. And if you wind up doing, you can go to the About page on the YouTube, on our main actual video page. You can go on there and you can send me a message through there as well. So if you obviously y'all have a YouTube accounts, so if you do that, then I can just let me know what your PSN number is, or your ID, just so if you send me a friend request and want to do it, that I know who it is, because I get a ton and I don't always okay them because I don't know who they're coming from. So don't ever take that personally if I don't accept it right away. Yeah, and sorry, the community will be under Full Tilt Farming. It's not actually gaming on there, since it was on just as since it was on as just Farm Sim 17. I decided to make it farming instead of gaming, since that was kind of let's see who we got here. Chuck said, yeah, appreciate that. Just actually catching up comments. Yeah, I've been busy, and Chuck, yeah, I know you've been busy there for a little bit, so I'm glad to kind of be back on stream. I am gonna have to fix that little hiccup right there. It's gonna drive me bonkers. All right, tried that 2 with caps. Okay, yeah, I got your thing here, so. Alright, let's see. Before you're too old. That's good. That's good. Alright, so we got Chuck. And we got Ashley Wirtz. So something else we're going to do, you guys can just let me know in chat what you guys think about this. So I've been toying around with the idea how we do giveaways, and I've been wanting to do something on here that's a little bit out of the ordinary, but at least especially for console, sometimes it's a little bit tough to do. But I redid a brand and redid the logo and got all that stuff kind of squared back away. And I'm happy where everything looks. So I was trying to think of like doing graphics logos for like iPhone, iPad, so everything's curtailed to whatever it is. Maybe even some desktop backgrounds with like your quote-unquote favorite tractor, and I'll edit it all up and put the Full Tilt 320. Come on, Ryan, man. I actually know Ryan in real life, so yeah, he's not just trolling. Well, he is trolling, but it's okay because I know him. But what I wanted to do was do an actual like a lumberjack contest. So we'd basically have, let's say if we had 8 people, we'd do 2 heats of 4 each. So we'd get a flat field. Everybody'd have a chainsaw. You'd have a hook lift trailer with the log trailer on it, same tractor. So what you'd have to do is cut the tree down, get it in the trailer, however means necessary. You have to cut it up in 3 pieces. So no just putting the whole log in the trailer and running off down the street with it. So then you have to do that and then make it all the way down to the other end of the field. Basically cross a proverbial start-finish line to win, and we take the top 2 from one heat, top 2 from the second heat, and then those 4 would battle it out, and the winner would get some free graphics or something. We could just send an email. So just something a little out of the ordinary, but pretty pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Would be something any of you be at least bit interested in? All right. Well, there's the answer from Chuck. I thought it was just something, definitely something cool. It's just something a little bit out of the ordinary, and it's easier than just doing a random drawing. And it does get us all. We'd have 6 players, so my idea was in server at the same time. So my idea was Bandit could be as a judge, and I could be a judge, and I could get everything on stream. And then we could kind of, publicize the event somewhat, within the community. Maybe people could tune into the stream and watch it, and it might generate something later on down the road. A lot more involvement with the community itself, and I don't know, just something a little different. And it's a good way to kind of compete for, some freebies instead of me just randomly drawing names out of a hat, which is fine, but. yeah. I mean that's the thing. I mean, I've got featured channels, so if you did have YouTube channel and you were, got your own little kind of gaming stuff up, that would be definitely a cool thing I could do. I do featured channels and even just featured the winners and who it is just on the video itself. So one of these days we'll see if it gets that big, Chuck. Then I'm gonna be laying in the floor with my jaw open, just going, I don't know how this happened. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Mr. Smile. Get that Challenger. I don't mind them. I've just never. Honestly, we've got these 2 maps kind of came out long before I really got the money in Goldcrest or the other one. I mean, I know we've got the money mods, but I typically try to keep those. I don't know. I try not to use them. I do enjoy the challenge of the game. But I figure at some point if this map would lend itself good for those kind of big tractors, but the roads themselves are teeny tiny, so I'm kind of like, I don't really know. But Losberg's got the possibility, if you join up some of the fields, you can have some of those big machines out there. So yeah, that's true, Chuck. That's true. I mean, there's really no telling what could happen. I won't look for that because I mean, really, I enjoy what's going on now. I mean, it's fun. If that happens, that happens. If it doesn't, then But it has been fun to see there be a little bit of a buzz around console, which for anybody watching, that was our whole entire goal with this. I just wanted console to get some love on YouTube outside of just your standard you know, kind of streams that kind of come out of the PlayStation. I just wanted, you know, console, Xbox, and PC and PS4 to get some love on YouTube, because there's not a lot of channels that do. Most everyone that gets all the big subscribers and stuff are all PC related. So, and I know they got a lot more. They got a lot more material to cover. They got a lot more stuff, a lot more cool videos, a lot more cool ways of making the videos. But you know, it is what it is. I think it's going well so far. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing it, and hope I can continue doing it. Yeah, so I was catching up here on. I was catching up, and I don't know how many were watching now. So Chuck, you like the idea on splitting these fields up? Yeah, man, it makes there's one spot down there where the tractor is. It's like a little square down there, and it's got a little road artifact, like an actual road that was maybe there that just got, I don't know, grassed over or something. It's kind of weird. It just kind of barely sticks up out of the ground, but it's noticeable, and evidently that stops your worker from doing anything on it. I guess because it senses the end of the field. But this is all double cut, so this was my second cut. I mean, it literally took me like 20 minutes to cut this whole entire field using two workers, and just being able to manage them on the fly. So that's I do that with harvesters whenever I get enough money to actually buy them. I'll do that exact same thing on the fields, and it goes by so fast. Yeah. Alright, so the way this worked, Mr. Smile, was 18 itself is just a one big grass field. It looks like everything there on the left. So what I did was I actually got the roller, and I got my plow, and I come over here and plowed up 3 big areas and separated them. And what I did on the separators was those kind of help me draw the boundaries so that I see where the field starts and stops, but it also stops it for the workers, the part that's plowed. So that's where most of my, you know, that's why it makes such a big difference when you're coming in there doing that with workers, because you could not hire a worker on this field, you know, just in normal game terms. It just wouldn't register. It would start and immediately stop. So yeah, you can get rid of them. You also get rid of the grass and everything that's on there by default, except the actual roads. You can't delete them away, but anything on the grass, any of this stuff on the outside, I've gone around here and kind of cleaned up the edges just so I knew exactly where the field started and stopped. Yeah, more coming I'm off. All right, James, man, it's good to see you, bro. Good to see you again, and hopefully we'll see you again. Try to get off a little bit earlier next couple nights. Maybe you can hang around for a little bit more. Yeah, so those watching later, Chuck makes the comment of the farm sim career for any kind of console, guys. And growing a lot on PS4, new maps, 2 new maps in a week. Getting all the mods is nice, just needs to start giving us mods that help us besides 3-meter cultivators. And I would agree wholeheartedly with that comment. I'm kind of tired of seeing, whoops, helps if I put it down. It does kind of help to see something else beside those. It's aggravating. Nice. Yeah, man, I'll be streaming as much as possible. Usually nights are my time. Sometimes during the day, which would be your early evening, say my 1 or 2 o'clock would be your 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm usually have a few days during the week, but typically it's usually a little bit later. Everybody goes to bed and Daddy gets some of his time. Which is fine, and I kind of hate it though. I miss quite a few East Coast guys. They're kind of already trailing off the streams and whatnot, whether they're off watching TV or doing something else or playing something else. I typically wind up getting a lot of the Midwest guys. Australia, for some odd reason tonight, that was pretty cool having a couple in, and they get a lot of West Coast people too. So, all right, man. I'll be on. Just look. I'll try to make some announcements and keep some information out there. Pretty much got my sheet back up here, got them back up to 87, so that's good. It's going to take me a while to actually get some. I may make a couple of trips down to silage, and then I may actually go back because I did a few more trailer loads over in Lossburg, and I've got enough to go buy a wheel loader on there now, so. And the money will start coming in now that I have the wheel loader, and then maybe I can look at getting a chipper and moving off into a new area. Kind of nice. I probably at some point will probably excuse me. I'll probably do some farming on Lossburg. I kind of like the ideas of some of it. It looks pretty good. Kind of got some areas kind of eyed out. I just really wanted to do logging somewhere different than Sosnovka and Goldcrest. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I just got my ordered my game capture device today for Christmas, so that's exciting. So I will be like in full broadcast mode here come the new year, at least come day after Thanksgiving, which will be nice because I'll be able to put chat up. So if you watch the videos later on, the way YouTube works, you can't go back and actually check the chat. So I'll have all that up, and you'll be able to have it in the videos, and I'll be able to have some other cool stuff. So those shout outs and any kind of other stuff on there, just in the whims notice I want to, that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. New Zealand, it is Monday. It is officially Monday here in the States now. About 20 seconds. I guess if nobody's, I don't know if everybody's been in Chellington, if you've really kind of spent much time with the new update. Now, actually, I think most of this area right here all has been reworked. You can kind of see this one right here. This is a good example of what I did on this one. You can definitely see how I've really outlined everything. Which is kind of needed. I mean, it keeps the field nice and neat, but like I said, it keeps workers there, and you can hire them, and they do a fairly decent job. Especially once you get a lot of things going on, to hire someone to come over here and cut grass yeah, that's way worth it. Hey, what's going on, Grant? Welcome to the stream. Kind of a fresh name. I haven't seen you around. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I like Chellington. Someone asked me a couple days ago in the stream, asked me, well, what my favorite was, and I honestly said I really don't have a favorite. I actually like them both for completely different reasons. I like the old school, ultimate kind of rural feel that Chellington brings, but I also kind of like that newer modern style farming feel that Lossburg brings, not to mention the logging as well, because I do, that's one of my favorite parts. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's got a ton of stuff on that map, and it seems very well optimized even for console. I don't really feel like I get much shuddering. The animal areas are kind of crazy. I mean, it's very modern. So some people, I think, kind of either love that stuff or they hate that stuff. But I really do like them for completely different reasons. I like this version too. The road there, I didn't mind it before being kind of jacked up. Kind of made me, think twice about how fast I was driving on it. But it is a lot smoother now. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Well, welcome. I appreciate the sub. I do. It still amazes me. I get on there and I check it every now and again because I just never anticipated that it would take off the way it had. Because I just figured that there was just so much information inundated from PC that you know, nothing like that one, at least for PS4 or even Xbox for that matter, would really come across. But it's really been good. Been a surprise. All right, Chuck, I got your name down, man. So you guys will we'll figure it up here. Come up the day after Christmas, that Monday or whatever. We'll start doing some stuff, and I should have enough equipment by that time that we can have plenty around here to do. So good night to you, and it's good to see you, man. To kind of replace some viewers on my watch list here. Appreciate you guys stepping in, jumping in. Welcome to the stream. And if you are liking the content, it would help me out, and I'd appreciate that if you want to keep up with what's going on and you do like the content, go ahead and subscribe and like any of the videos. You don't have to just like this one. I always tell guys in stream that's really not to make me feel good. That's really just to let me know what you guys like to see. If it's the leveler video is completely shot out of the roof, out of nowhere. I mean, that one completely took me by surprise. I mean, most of my videos I've got, you know, 25 or 30, and I think most of them are all somewhere around the 300, 400, 500 mark, and that one's already over 1,000 already. So I'm like, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, that one's obviously the most liked. So usually when I see likes and see stuff like that, it usually tells me that, you know, you're looking for people are looking for one particular style of video, or they're looking for the way that I did the video. So that just helps me not waste a lot of time trying to put something up there that really nobody really cares to see. So that's the only reason I even say that. And I can't speak for other YouTubers when they say that. They may really just not feel that great about themselves. I don't know. But that's not my case anyway. If any of you guys are on Twitter, you can like and not like, but you can follow me on Twitter. Just started it just a few days ago, so it is in its infancy. But it is at Full Tilt is the handle on that. And I'll try to be announcing live streams, so especially for guys that are on PC. We do have a few that actually are on PC that do check in from time to time. And if you're on Xbox, it's a good way to kind of keep up with it as well, since you're not in the PS4 community. And I'll be glad the way the encoders work on YouTube. It's not very conducive to have the can't set up events and that kind of thing. So eventually, once I get my device shared, we'll be able to set up proper events in YouTube, and you guys, I guess, will get notifications when those events are held. So I'll be able to actually put up a somewhat of a decent little I'll be able to put up some kind of a decent little I guess schedule, and put some events up there so you guys know what's going on if you want to keep up with it, and try to maybe lay out what I'm going to do in those videos. I'm still kind of figuring out, working through the graphics and how I'm doing the graphics. Most of them, if you notice, they're all color coded. So Chellington gets like the New Holland yellow, Lostburg has the Fent green, and I think all the vanilla maps are white. So, you know, go figure. So you can check those out. And I'll try to just add colors in as we go on and we get new maps and that kind of thing. So kind of helps keep them a little bit separate. So a little easier to sift through if you are looking for one particular thing. Alright, let's see how fast this trailer's going to fill up. It's going to fill up fast. There it goes. Let's pick most of it up. I've tried I tried triple cutting a while back ago. It just didn't work. I think my tractor was like half up on two wheels, and pretty much had to just ride beside the pile just to get it to pick up. It was a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, I've been running this tractor like crazy. I'm almost empty to get some gas for it on the turn. Yeah, already full. Nice. So I've decided I've already got sheep taken care of. So hopefully I'll probably just go ahead and start dumping some of this into silage, because that'll be something that I go ahead and sell off. I did sell all of the... Did I miss my... Oh, I'm going the right way. I did miss all of the... got rid of my harvester, header, all that stuff. I'll probably lease something big once I get to making bales, but I was going to make some grass bales, wrap some silage bales, just do some odds and ends kind of getting ready for cows. I'm just going to have to build all that back up again. There's no way to mod you in a couple of bales, so unfortunately I'm going to have to, let's see, I'll just go this way. And I'll just have to start adding that stuff in over time. But since I did so much of it on the first 6 or 7 streams, I'll try to do some of that in the background and try to save some new ops for nighttime. I wish there was maybe one other road, I don't know, just a diagonal connector maybe, so that you didn't have to drive all the way around. I mean, I'd take the shortcut through the woods, but if all this was, you know, boundaried off, I wouldn't be able to do that, and it would suck having to drive all the way around the end. So I'll probably pull this field up, and then I'll just stream at this, and then I'll come back and I'll actually I'll start up at Lostburg or something. I kind of feel like doing a little bit of logging tonight, so. If anybody's looking at this, I actually do pull this with cruise control on. That ensures you really, if you do this right, you can see that you can pretty much stack up big old, a nice good little pile of silage there, and you really don't have to do anything on the leveler if you're planning on scooping it out. If you're planning on running conveyors, then you're gonna have to buy you a few to get to this one. So, okay, buddy. I appreciate that, man. I'll certainly keep on trying. So here I've replaced a couple of watchers there, so welcome to Full Tilt Gaming. If you're on Twitter, like what you see, you can follow. I'll be doing a lot of my live stream announcements for those that may not be inside the PS4 console, so welcome to the chat anyway, regardless. Just want to let you know too, is anything you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss? We've got lots of new maps and new mods that have come out, so any of that stuff you guys you know, want to talk about, feel free to. Alright, buddy, good to see you, Grant, and I will I'm going to try to get started a little bit earlier, so hopefully maybe here in the future can get that going a little bit early. But appreciate the sub, man. Glad you've stopped around, and we'll look forward to seeing you some in chat here later on. And if anybody's wondering why that tractor's shaking so much on there, it's just that pile. It's a double cut pile, so that's about the extent, at least with the midline tractors. I think you might be able to do a triple cut with the big tractors, but yeah, with these you're only going to get double cut. At least being able to get on top of the mound, you just won't be able to get up there and actually do anything. So let's see here, get lined up. I will actually like it when I can get off doing grass. This was kind of the way I had it built up in the beginning, so this seemed naturally the easiest way to go back since I'd already done this once. Plus, not to mention, it's a little bit easier to get out there and actually lease the harvester in the header, or at least maybe buy the header if you've got one in mind. You know you're going for. Man, I'm gonna go up here and get some gas. Yeah, got most of that up. Pretty much what I did at the beginning was pretty much sold everything except for the roll belt. This one, when I redid version 2, I actually changed it over and did the red and yellow one, just to give me a. I like the little red and yellow, the American version, better than the yellow and blue New Holland. But at any rate, sold everything. Sold the cultivator, sold plows, tractor. Kind of sold everything. At least when I first started, I have to take that back. I did actually keep the Massey. Used that as my single tractor. So I bought windrower mowers, and I bought bought the exact same loading wagon, and just went out and started cutting grass and silage. And that, once you get about 600,000-700,000 pounds of silage in the bin here, that's usually around 200 to 250 or 75,000, depending on how much of it you've got in there and what the price is selling for. So, you know, grass is not nearly as profitable as it was in 15, especially we got guys coming in from 15. It's nowhere near close, but I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of easy just to cut grass. I mean, it doesn't take any like special skill to do it, so. And now I'll probably maybe do one more here, and then I want to at least do some packing on this. It's gonna get too much. And I think eventually at some point, once I do get harvester bought, header bought, those are going to be two of my next things, just so I'm going to get all that wheat cut. I'll probably, at least lease something here in the relatively near future. Go ahead and get all that stuff cut, and then work on getting some of my bales stacked up, get my cows all in order. So that'll be good. I was kind of already to that point when they did this major update, and I did not realize they were going to update this thing and put a forest in it. Kind of surprised. I know people had complained about it and said, "Hey, we need we need something on here. We need some forestry. We need something, or at least a sellable point that we can put some chips, or we can buy a tree and chop it up and put chips in there," which seem a little bit counterproductive, mainly because you'll get about the same amount of chips as you will buying the actual tree itself. Alright, let's see here. I think this will probably be my last load on this, and then I'm probably going to have to pack this down. If not, I'll run the risk of getting up here and getting stuck. Another reason too, somebody had asked me earlier in the stream why I like the Valtra. I don't necessarily like it because of the brand, or just because, I mean, you can change the colors and all that good stuff, which is cool if you like doing a custom color, which we do here at Full Tilt, or at least my color scheme I come up with was the Fent Green, which is the darker green, not the brilliant green, but it's the darker one, with the JCB yellow. So anytime I can get those implements on tools or trailers or anything else, that's probably where I'll most likely kind of gravitate to. So at least some of my stuff will match the trailers and the wheels on some of that stuff, and especially like once you get into the big trucks and the semis, which this map's gonna be kind of hard to have any of that anyway. Just the road system on this is so small. Like even I looked at this earlier. I was pulling a harvester in my old map. I pulled it out of the shop area, and when I got on the shop area, it was like I couldn't even get across the bridge because I couldn't make the thing go fast enough. And there's a creek that runs all the way across right there, so there isn't no like, oh, let me just skip across here. So I had to drive. I couldn't get across the bridge. So I had to drive all the way south, go all the way down on the bottom side of 13, 18, and come all the way up that little short road, all the way just to get back up to the thing, because of the network of road system and how busy those roads are right there. Was too busy, and it wouldn't even let me get that harvester across without running into cars and having to back up. So I was bound and determined I wasn't going to reset the car. So this map's just really not very conducive for all the big stuff. I did hear someone say that they do have, it's like the dual wheel, double wheel and triple wheel stuff does not have collisions with anything, which I'm not exactly sure how that works or operates. But that's at least what they said. But aside from just, the small roads, I mean, I think that that does add to the character of the map. You do have to be somewhat mindful when you're riding around. Unlike Goldcrest, you can just barrel through there whatever you want to do. You're not going to have any kind of issues going through there. And even at some point, Lostburg is a little bit like that. Welcome those that have entered the stream here in the past couple of minutes. Welcome. You guys want to chat, want to throw up anything in there? Sure makes conversation a little better and makes the time pass a little quicker. But it's your first time, welcome. We are PS4 consoles, so if you're looking for a community, you're looking for somewhere that you can kind of join and maybe meet some other guys, you can do some multiplayer stuff, any of that. We are Full Tilt Farming on PS4 community list. But if you're also PC or Xbox, we welcome you at least to the YouTube channel anyway as well. So welcome. If you're on Twitter and you do like what you see and kind of want to keep up with live streams, you like kind of checking in with that stuff from time to time, I do. I still have my crew that I watch and some guys that I like watching and seeing what they do and how they present their live streams. I follow them on Twitter, so you can find Full Tilt Gaming on Twitter. We are at Full Tilt, FULLTILLED. And that is all the sponsorship breaks I will give. Let's see what we got to be getting close here. Nope, not really. Probably about after every 3, you probably want to do this. Do it again. That way it doesn't get so backed up on you. Once you do it about 4 or 5 loads, and then you got to sit there and pack all this stuff out, it takes so long to do that. Alright, hang on just a second, we'll be right back. What's going on, Farming Fan? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. Let me get some of this stuff packed down here so I can load a few bit more on here. Kind of did put too much down here, never packed it in. Almost there. Again, we're gonna go grab a couple more loads here once I get up about 90. So the fact that you said mate possibly tells me you're either from UK, Europe, or Australia. Am I right on that, Farming Fan? It's fine if you don't want to tell me. Some people are a little bit weird about giving out where they live on the internet. Nothing bad has ever happened giving your address away on the internet. UK, awesome. Dang! So it's about, what is it, about 5:30 in the morning? Are you staying up or are you just going to bed? I should say getting up, not staying up. I said the same thing twice. Alright, there's my 100%. Oh man, dude, that's awesome, man. Appreciate that. I feel like the pressure's on. I got to deliver, man. Got a guy waking up, man. That's awesome. Well, I certainly appreciate that. That's you know, without getting weird, that is extremely flattering. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I figured I'm probably just going to finish up this field here, get this stuff in there, and then I'm actually going to break off from this, and then I'm going to jump right back on and switch maps over to Lostburg, and just get another episode there on the Lostburg stream. I started doing some logging over there and enjoy it, so it's a good map. I like both of these for completely different reasons. I was glad we, I think that one's basically based in Germany. It's got a very modern feel to it, and this one's just completely the exact opposite. So I can appreciate both maps on a completely different level. Take my little shortcut. Ooh, I remember I gotta go get some gas. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know how much earlier you caught on this, but I just started on the version 2 here, so just trying to get things back to where they were before. Literally tried doing exactly what I had before. So I actually did do some money mods, and I actually got at least the form of my. I don't have any more equipment than I did before. Still have the same stuff, and I've got a little bit less money. Have no bales, and I have no wool. So, I mean, the update was nasty to me. I hated the fact we had to do that, but I understand why they had to. It just would have been nice to know that the update was coming and that we would have had to have done that. That would have been the nice thing to tell everybody. Because doing something like that and losing a save game or something like that's just about enough. If it had just been the forest, I could have done away with it. If all we lost was just the forest, I could have gone in there and planted some trees and been just fine. But having to start everything over was just, man, that sucked. Because I'd honestly tried doing this farm, completely legit all the way from the ground up, and then have to delete everything. I was like, dang, man, this stings. So I kind of did a few things differently, like I would have before. So hopefully won't feel as monotonous. I'll be able to kind of get out of the making money stage here, because that's about where I was before. Yeah, there's that. I come down here and plowed all this, then plowed up 18, got that one all done. It's like 3 big old separate fields. Worked out really good. That way I can hire workers and stuff down there and not have to, not always have to be there cutting grass. Anyway, what, it's pretty crazy, man. I haven't even gotten down to field 18 yet. It's completely double cut, and I got these huge rows down there. So I'm gonna be tired of driving back and forth, but I mean, what, I got 300,000 in that one? It's crazy. kind of be glad on it. Possibly get me a forage harvester, and that way I can pick all this stuff up and just throw it into a transfer trailer load instead of doing the this one. I mean, I guess I could always save up and buy the bigger loading wagon, but that sucker's pretty expensive, and not really a lot much more space you get with it. Morgen, Bastian. Guten Tag. Alright, I think that's it. Yep, good enough for me. I have to double cut everything on this map. I don't know why, but I have to double cut it all. Well, actually, I say I don't know why. I actually do know why I double cut it. It's because the grass is so thick on this map. The textures that the guy used is ridiculously thick. So if you don't hurry up and get it windrowed before the grass grows back, it's really hard to see where your grass stops and where the new stuff begins. So I usually double cut it all, and that way once I do windrow it, it's this huge mound and it's hard to miss it no matter how far the grass actually grows in. So, but in the harvester method, dude, it takes just as long even with the largest. Yeah, man, the harvesters, especially on this particular map, man, that little 18-foot header, man, it's tough go. It's a tough go. I'm not going to stamp all this out here, just want to smooth over this edge if I can. There it goes. What map you on, Ryan? For those maybe that are watching, Ryan was he's one of my buddies, and he's actually got it on PC, so we're all a little jealous of him. But we're going to allow him in chat. But what map are you on, man? Because you've got a slew of maps at your disposal, man. A slew of them. Lostburg, okay. Yeah, I wanted to send you. I don't know if you got into the forums over there, but there's a lot of good aftermarket websites. FSUK is another good one. They got a lot of mods over there that are different than like Mod Hub and stuff. So after I plowed 80% of Chellington 18, yeah. Yeah, I'm fixing to ride down and take this one down there, this wagon down. So I'll get a chance to show you. I double cut everything on there, plowed it up, and did the grass. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be a long go with this trailer. But I don't really have another choice. Yeah, I'll go this way. What's going on, Carl? Yes, I would second that. For those that are, they're really good. Yeah, you know, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up here on comment. Yeah, rattlesnake map. Yes, their rattlesnake was one in Daggerwin. Is previewing. I guess he's the almighty god when it comes to anything farm sim related. So he's got another one to preview, which is crazy. I'm a little bit jealous, but I have to say this: that guy has put in his work, because he's been streaming since 2008. This guy lives and breathes farm sim, so I can respect that. But yes, he is doing that one. There's also another one that I just saw on console, not console, so on the forums, that will be released to console. Now, it's just got a few early intro videos, but it's called Horning Tops, like HORNING TOPS. It is another one that is going to be a console and a PC release. So that one is that's exciting. So there's possibly 2 more maps. The thing that I'm really worried about, is not necessarily maps. It's what's going to happen when we have to start making decisions. That's going to be the big one. Because mods right now I'm at almost 40%, and I don't even have all the mods downloaded. So likewise, if it moves into the category, like we're gonna have so many mods and so many maps that we're gonna have to make decisions on what we're going to actually play. And then once that map's deleted, I would assume that the save game goes with it. I hope not, but it's possible. And Farming Fan, you said downloaded the realistic farmers rollers. I saw those. I looked at them. I saw they did the same thing as the weeders, although I'm not a huge weeder fan. I did see where those things were on there, so but I have not actually gotten to use those. Ooh, I need to go get gas. Or I could feature a mod. Let's feature a mod. Where is this guy at? Oh, he's at the very bottom. Okay. Let's do this. Well, let's see. No, because I'm going to have to go get it. Never mind. It'll just be quicker for me to drive back and go get it. We got some new fuel trucks that are kind of cool. They're different. They're not just a standard like 5,000 gallon tanker. So hopefully those are pretty cool. One of them you can attach from both sides. You know, it's just a simple trailer mod. You can pull a fuel trailer, fuel truck anyway. It's like I think 1,000 liters. Each one's 1,000 liters, so plenty to fill up a couple tractors. And then let's see, Ryan trying to come to console. It's not as fast. Yeah. Nah. See, here's the thing, dude. If you actually do the gaming PC, anybody will tell you won't come to console. Yeah, it just won't happen. There'll be so much stuff, and you come to console, you'll be like, oh wow, this is really different. So you know, if let me put it this way: if I could be in PC right now, I would be. And I think there's probably 70 or 80% of the guys that actually like legitimately like seriously play this would say the exact same thing. All right, let's put a little gas. Getting thirsty. Yeah, once you get into the modding and the maps and all the other course play GPS mods and all the other great things that PC has, yeah, I mean you'll probably at some point regret that decision if you buy it for just that. Sorry if I do a little bit sniffing. I think I'm, coming down with that old, good old dreaded seasonal stuff. It's been raining a lot here where I live, and that usually wreaks havoc on me. So if I do a little extra sniffing tonight, I do apologize if it gets in anybody's nerves. I try not to. I'm not that shallow. Oh yeah, Farming Fans. I missed that jump after you go over the bridge back where they smoothed it out. Yeah, and I actually, it was always a challenge. I always enjoyed it, especially with a full trailer. I enjoyed. I'm fixing to come up to it right now. This little left turn into field number 20. I missed that little turn in right there. That was always a good one. Yeah, he's done a good job smoothing everything out. I think the road's a little too smooth. I would like to see it a little bit more rougher, but I'm not going to complain. It's free. It's a good map. He did a really good job with it, so I will take it. I'll probably never even set foot on the outside of this map because there's really between 9, 12, 18, 13, 11, 10, 6, and 7. Those are going to be all my areas of focus, and even the forest map. A lot of people have been kind of dissing the forest on this map, but you treat it like a field. I think that's probably what's probably the best policy on this one. Just treat the forest as a field. Go in there, whatever you pull out of there, just go ahead and replant. Let's see. Actually, I'll show you guys what I did on this one. I showed guys that were streaming earlier. We've actually got a couple new into the stream, so welcome guys. Appreciate you stopping in. If you do like what you see, what you hear, Give us a like, subscribe, and be kept up on the loop. I enjoy having guys in here that want to talk and chat farm sim. Sure makes the stream go by a lot better and makes the conversation a lot more lively. So gives me something to talk about. But yeah, I won't completely spill and bore you to death. But here's what I did on 18. This allows me to be able to work a worker, so you can kind of see how there's a different texture. And this is going to be a tidbit I've never heard anyone else say, but the map actually proves this point. So I've cut up this in basically 3 different sections. So I've got the east west section over there, and then this will be the south section that I'm running across right now, and then I have a west and north section over here, and they're all separated and they're all plowed up with the plow, and then I just run the Rapid 600S or 600A, whatever that one is, and went ahead and seeded grass on it. Now here's the thing in this game on 17, when you seed grass, I'm gonna pull up the map here. You see what I'm talking about? So after you cut grass on here, you don't even have to fertilize it because it's at full fertilization after you cut it. And I've double cut it, so that's how I got to the 3rd phase. So if you go plow any of these grass fields, and this goes for the same at Lostburg, even if you go up to Lostburg, and do anything, see 20's actually been cut, and see it's been fertilized. So this is like the weeders when you underseed, like oilseed radish, and when you underseed you can actually plant grass out of the same weeder. So if you do this and plow and plant grass as a crop, every time you cut it, it refertilizes the field, and you don't have to go back out there and actually drag and put fertilizer on this field. So just a little little tip of the day there, because I actually saw that and started figuring that out. So if you do fertilize your grass, if it's on a field like this, you're really not serving yourself you're not serving a purpose, because it doesn't really matter, because you're not getting anything for it except you're wasting money on fertilizer because it's already fertilized as soon as you cut it. So just thought that was a really cool thing that I've totally missed here before. So but if you do fertilize it, then that does give you the ability to actually hire a worker for windrowing, for grass cutting, for whatever it is you want them to do. So definitely speeds up the process. That way you can go do something else. You don't have to always be stuck down here, because this is a big field. So I'm just going to get this lined up. And there we go. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I'm going to go ahead and hop on Lostburg. I've probably got a few left in me on there. I'm going to actually go do some logging. So if you want to check out Lostburg and see what kind of we've got just really a small operation going down there. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can check me out pretty much live streaming every single night. I'll start running some of these loads and stuff in my own free time, just so I'm not just completely blocking up chat and blocking up stream on this stuff, because this is kind of boring stuff anyway. But I will be back here, just go use the bathroom and do the duties, and maybe go ahead and give me a little something to drink, and I will be back, and we'll go on Lostburg, and I'll be on episode, I think, 4 of that one. So still kind of early in the game on Lostburg, just logging. Still a relatively small operation, but I will be purchasing a wheel loader finally, so I can actually stack them logs in quick. So anyway, I'll be doing that. If you want to keep up, you can actually find me on Twitter. Full Tilt is the Twitter handle, FULLTILLED, and I'll be announcing live stream dates and some other stuff in there as well. And lastly, if you are on PS4, you can find us at Full Tilt Farming is the community list, and you can find that under the Farm Sim game list. And if not, you can private message me your screen name, and I can actually send you an invite to the community. So if you're on PS4, it is open to all and free to all. So anyway, that is it for this episode here at Chellington. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll come back here for Lostburg here very, very, very shortly. So hope to see you there. All right, thanks.